YouTube.
Opening YouTube.
You know you was gonna see me. Come on now. You know you was gonna see me. Stop it. Stop it. Jeanie Buss. She turns it all around, full circle. And she exposes the truth. And y'all might be like, why? What's going on? Why is Jeanie doing this? Jeanie Buss, y'all thought she was just going through her emotions of missing Kobe. Just happened to be thinking of Kobe, and that wasn't the reason. That was not the reason. Anyone who believes that that was the reason why, no sirree. It's LeBron James in his pursuit of self-interest over team. That's what this is about. LeBron James' selfishness, once again, is rearing its head. And can you believe that people have the audacity? People have had the audacity to even think that this is Russell Westbrook. Why would she be talking about Russell Westbrook? Why would that message go out to Russell Westbrook? Russ is one of the most selfless players there is. He's there as a guest. His name has been drugged through the mud every game he's played, and none of you will let him live it down. He's been disrespected and everything. So why would she be talking about him? It's clear who she's talking about. And she's letting it be known. You ain't Kobe. You ain't Kobe, homie. You ain't Kobe. She's been around greatness. She's seen the greatest player of the generation of that era. But what was most dedicated and more standoutish about Kobe is his standards. Kobe had a standard. And once again, as I told you, Kobe could have left the Los Angeles Lakers, but chose to stay. He dedicated years and lost years of his playing career, lost years doing it the right way. A lot of you don't know this. In 2011, after the Lakers lost and the Chris Paul deal fell through the wall or whatever, and all of these things happened in the 2011 season. And they turned down the Chris Paul trade. It was clear to LeBron then that the NBA was sending a message to him saying, your run is over. He told one of the players on his team, he said, I don't know what's going to happen if the team's going to want to go in another direction. He actually thought the Lakers were going to go in another direction where they're just going to split up the team. He wasn't sure what was going to happen because they were no longer the eye of the team, of the NBA. That was it. It was over. So they thought they could ride it out. They could survive. Kobe said, okay, well, let's just make a run at it anyway and see if we can get there. And we might can get them just like Dallas got them. So they went and got Dwight Howard. And Dwight Howard came there to help the team get to the next level. And it was clear Dwight Howard wasn't the answer. He had different motives. His injury was too great. He didn't understand what it took. He didn't have that same commitment. So when you saw someone post a tweet or you saw anybody say anything about Kobe, it was always in that honesty. It was always in that mode of this is what I stand for. Now, Jeanie has always been, oh, what's up? Salute to you. Definitely hit the like button though. Appreciate it. But hit the like button, please. Right here, as you can see, this was her actual message. I miss KB. I wouldn't understand. She said, I would understand and explain everything. He would explain everything that I am not allowed to. So now that it's not shaking anymore, I can give it to you clearly. She said, I miss KB. He would understand and explain everything that I'm not allowed to. Honestly, he was the greatest Laker ever. He understood team over self, meaning your rewards would come if you value team goals over your own. Then everything would fall in place. All can reply. When she say all can reply, she's definitely sending that to LeBron James. All can reply. She ain't excluding anybody. That means LeBron Ramon James. And this message is clearly a shot at LeBron Ramon James. This is why LeBron James hasn't been offered an extension. There's been no talk of a LeBron extension with the Los Angeles Lakers. Now they're saying it's a cryptic. It's not cryptic. In Jeannie's estimation, when she was running the team, or her success of running the team, because through the Magic era, like Magic is 2 years older than Jeanie. So she was in high school when Magic was coming in as a rookie. Jeanie was in high school, just graduating, senior, I believe, in high school. Magic was just a sophomore in college, going pro. So that was a major difference. And with Magic, they had success, but she was a kid. She wasn't really in charge or running anything at that time. She was just somebody who was doing events, but she was normally not a part. It was mostly Dr. Buss, and he was real hands on at that time. They ran, it was the boys club then. Then when Jeanie really took over, Kobe during that era with Kobe and Shaq and that whole run and Kobe staying with the Lakers, and he could have left and the Lakers would have been in peril and spiraling. He stayed there. And even with the years when Phil left, and they had those years that they weren't even winning games, they were losing. Kobe could have left then and asked for a trade or anything and went anywhere in the league. There were teams that were interested in Kobe, and they didn't. They wasn't even close. This is back when they had Mike Brown, Rudy Tomjanovich. This was like right when those years was over. Like Shaq left and went to the Miami Heat, and they were vying for championships. And Kobe just got a huge contract with the Lakers, but there was no, celebration after that. It was just Kobe basically just going off on the league. Like he was going through so much, and LA was his. He carried the Lakers on his back, went at it with Shaq, and it was almost immediate when Shaq was in Miami. The fans chose Kobe over Shaq. It was just like that. It was Kobe. That's how much they rocked with Kobe. That they went against Shaq for Kobe. So it's just a different time, a different era, and definitely that is LA is Kobe's town, no matter what. And now he's no longer here, it's still gonna be Kobe's town. Forever now. And LeBron just isn't a Laker. He's not a Laker. So here's the most, Jeanie, you brought over a good marketing piece for your company, but you also got to bring the LeBron baggage. You brought over one of the most selfish human beings on the face of this planet. He is everything Kobe Bryant isn't. He's flamboyant, showboatish for the cameras. He's really a shallow man, pretending to be something that he isn't. He's not Kobe Bryant. Hit the like button, good people. I know you guys just got here, but definitely hit the like button so you guys could be in the know of everything that we're speaking on. I always felt that other people put their perceptions and realities or their goals on other people. Like they put so much stress on success and winning a championship to that's the defining moment of a team. It's not about that. It's also about the years you didn't win. What about those years? The fight to get there. And most of these young people, they don't realize that. Michael Jordan them got beat by the Pistons all the time before they won those 6 championships. That was a part of it. Learning how to overcome something was great. And they won because they did that. They stayed together. Now you see this LeBron James and Jeanie Buss and Kobe Bryant and you start piecing it together, and you start to see things that just don't make sense. Why would Jeanie put a message with Kobe Bryant, a tribute, and saying how much she missed Kobe, and basically use that as a standard to throw a shot at LeBron? Because she knows what it's going to do. She's good at playing the media too with LeBron. And when this happens, this means somebody has done something to piss her off. And when she gets pissed off, she goes public. And she says something, man, boy, oh boy, oh boy. She used Kobe to make another example of what a player is supposed to be. What she brought out and what she was mentioning was the standards. Kobe had a standard, much disciplined, much schooled. So it's not about what type of player he is. We already know LeBron's really a blacktop player, but he's a shortcut taker. He's a selfish human being to a fault. It's always about him, how he's going to get there. He doesn't like the media, so he hires the media. He has his own media team to report all positive things about him. That is, he's infiltrated ESPN, cut a deal with them, and got his guys hired there. Kendrick Perkins, Richard Jefferson. He got all his friends hired there. Rachel Nichols, put all his people around there in charge so that they can write all of these puff pieces about LeBron James. Stuff that don't even make sense. He's the first billionaire actively playing in the NBA. LeBron's a billionaire. He's not a billionaire. That's a lie. But it doesn't even matter, because the point is, what does his money have to do with anything with sports? With the game? In the middle of an NBA finals, you're talking about LeBron became a billionaire. It was so dumb, they actually did it for Tiger Woods. Like, oh, now Tiger Woods just became a billionaire. Are you insane? Tiger Woods been a billionaire. What the whole statement was through his career earnings and all of the earnings from sponsorship, he has earned over $1 billion. Mixed with his salary. That's like if he never spent any money in ever, what he was paid, it was over $1 billion. It doesn't mean he has $1 billion. It's crazy. But this is not a matter of that. She pointed this out for a reason. LeBron is being selfish. Definitely. And what is going on with the Lakers now? The Lakers are trying to acquire Kyrie Irving, right? All of the news is about Kyrie Irving and LeBron unifying and Kevin Durant coming over and all of these things, right? Which puts pressure on Jeanie Buss. Now, when LeBron starts using his media team to keep pushing this narrative, knowing that Jeanie Buss and them are not trying to get Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, he's going to continuously push that narrative. And she probably wants that to stop. Because if they don't get both and get one, then the fans will feel like we got gypped. Or, man, why didn't we get both? She's like, stop pushing that narrative. You know, like, okay, and then these are LeBron's boys, you know, his media team. So she knows the game. And if he's using the team to push this agenda, the Lakers need to do this, the Lakers should do that, and I don't know why they can't do that. If they're holding on to this, so they pretty much know if the information is coming from inside or not inside and stuff like that. So she just sending a message to LeBron. All who apply. You're not thinking about team, you're thinking about self. Because yeah, we do all this, and then what happens if it don't work out? We look stupid, and then you're going to another team. But you wanted to have a superstar on your team. So if Kobe was gonna tell you anything, Jenny, he's gonna say you made this bed, and now you gotta lie in it because I told you what was gonna come with it. LeBron's gonna bring a championship, but he gonna bring a lot of nonsense with it. He saw it in 2016 with Kyrie. He saw that. He saw the whole Kyrie Irving fallout with LeBron. Kobe and Kyrie and Kobe talked, and he knew what was going on in that situation, and said, "Hey, it is what it is. This is the new league. I'm out of it. That's on y'all. Y'all the new ones now. I'm no longer have that competitive fire to compete here no more. When I know my body can't do it no more, I'm out." He knew he was at that point. Like, this is the end of it. I'm cool with it. I'm done. Well, LeBron's got a big problem on his hands because this is his final year in his contract. He needs to make a splash. LeBron's probably going to play one more season after this. That's it. COVID has kept him around an extra year. If the COVID break didn't happen, I think this would be LeBron James' last season upcoming right now. That's why the All Star game in Cleveland was like the swan song, the NBA 75, LeBron's last season. It was going to be, met like that. But then it became this I want to play with Bronny thing. And, to try to shoe in his son into the NBA to make sure he makes it, it's terrible. Then he's going to go to Las Vegas and definitely be part owner. They're going to let him be a part owner of one of the Vegas teams. They're going to get two more teams, Seattle and Vegas. So by that time, they'll be able to move forward. But then they got to look at their potential strike with a collective bargaining agreement. So it's a lot on the table, man. It's a lot of things in development. Kobe Bryant, I have no problems with what Jeannie said. She said all apply, all reply. Like, it's all to you. All reply to it. She says Kobe's the best Laker she's seen. I mean, talent-wise, yeah. He was essential. I mean, Magic went to 9 finals, but look at what Magic had. Kobe went to 3 NBA finals in a row with Jordan Farmar and Vujic, on the team. It's like, are you kidding me? He went to 3 straight NBA finals with those teams. They won the West 3 straight years with the team that he had. It's unbelievable. That starting 5 shouldn't have won any championships, let alone get there 3 years in a row. Well, the Lakers almost got another three-peat. I mean, it would have been another three-peat for Kobe had they won in 2009. In 2002, when they won their third championship, they got to the Spurs. By that time, the Spurs had their number. And they were squeaking by the Kings with the help from the refs and everything else, but they kept squeaking by the Kings. And then when they got to the Spurs, man, it was, man, Ginobili Parker, and Duncan. They was eating food all night long. It's entirely different. They could not stop it. Kobe could score as much as he wanted. It wasn't going to stop the game. It was like R5 versus you. And boy, when Shaq and them lost, Malik Rose held Shaq down. And I said, man, this is unbelievable. They got beat with no center. Yep, and Tim Duncan was pissing on Shaq the entire series, and they got smacked dead smack in the mouth. Straight like that. Absolutely. Her message is clear. She is talking to LeBron Ramon James. It is no diggity, no doubt. She knows exactly what she's doing. She knows how she's doing it. She knows everything. Hmm. Well, I'm quite sure if they look at any extension of LeBron, it would be 1 year, 2 year, depending on what direction they want to go. But I don't see anything other than coming out of that. Absolutely. I wouldn't say he's done. I'm just saying LeBron James is not going to be that guy that's going to be carrying you every night. If he is, then it's going to be a shortened season for him. Mm. Yeah, well, we should see. Absolutely, man. I'm tired. So I'm about to lay it down, man. Take me a nap. And bounce right back up. So, love, peace, and hair grease. We'll chat later.